Showtime Boxing Calendar Spring Summer Edition it's launched, okay? And we got a lot of heavy hitters. April 9th is one of them. You're looking at the Hammer. Erickson Lubin dropping in on Morning Kombat. Brian Campbell, Luke Thomas. And Erickson Lubin, love chatting with you, bro, because this division's on fire. And if you beat Sebastian Fundora on April 9th, they're not going to be able to keep you out of title fights, I think, moving forward.
Right. I think this fight right here, it separates me from the rest of the pack. I've been doing a champion's job. I've been being top contender after top contender. They put another one in front of me. It's my job to go in there on April 9th and take care of business so that could separate me from, just those contender guys and, those guys that are, just getting there and coming up. I feel like I'm in a position where I could take full advantage and become champion and fight one of the champions out of, Brian Castano or Jamel Charlo with the rematch. But, first I got to take care of business on April 9th.
All right, well, then when you look at Sebastian Fundora, I wonder, does he dunk easy at 6'7", or is it a problem for him? Dude, this is as unique a style matchup as you can handle. I mean, you're a southpaw who can box and punch. You're used to giving unique style matchups. How do you alter your game at all? Because he's obviously tall and long, but, he'll give that up and just brawl. I mean, this guy's wild.
Right. I feel like I can adjust to any style, as long as he go on that scale at 154, we got to fight. So it's really no problem for me. I've been knowing him for a while. I've been knowing him since the amateurs. But I feel like it's just any old other fight to me. He's just taller than, the other guys, but he's 154 pounds. So that's all that matters to me.
Have you brought in anyone into camp that is kind of tall and lanky like that?
I'm sparring guys 6'6". I'm sparring guys 6'5", 6'2". I'm sparring actually Jamonte Clark. He's also he's been in the ring with Sebastian Fundora before. They fought to a draw, so they say. But it's been great work. My camp's been tremendous, and I'm ready to perform now. Are
you still with Coach Kevin Cunningham? Because if I know Coach Cunningham, he gets after it if you don't stay in line. Hammer, are you still with the man?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Have we had any time bombs go off, or have you been on the job? Because I love the spirit that Coach Cunningham brings to the table.
Yeah, he's competitive just like me, so we fit pretty well. We got great chemistry. I've been with him for the past 4 years now, so we've been doing our thing. We're on the road right now. We plan on continuing that.
For the fighters, the boxers that Fundora has faced previously, the ones who have had some success about them, what have they done? What have Fundora's opponents that have had a measure of success, a round or a punch or whatever, what have they focused in on?
I feel like some of his opponents, Jamonte Clark, he was boxing him pretty well, moving on the outside pretty well. And I feel like Sergio Garcia fought on the inside pretty well. So I can't really say what's like the blueprint or whatever. I just got to go out there and adjust and do my thing.
A little more than probably a week, 2 weeks before your fight. If I can do, I don't know math
April
anymore.
9th. It's about
his fight is April 9th.
It's about 3 weeks.
But March 26th, of course, your division on fire again when Tim Tszyu comes stateside and faces on a guy that you beat, a very tough opponent in Terrell Gaucher. Is the Tim Tszyu hype for real? Because even I'm not sure. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but even I'm not really sure until he steps up to this level. What are your thoughts in watching his rise?
I don't know much about him. I haven't seen too much of him, but I know he's doing his thing. So we're going to see what he does with a former opponent of mine, Terrell Gaucher. Terrell Gaucher is a tough opponent, former Olympian. He's been in there with, the top guys. So I want to see how that plays out. I'll definitely be tuned in.
All right, so you mentioned you could be in line if you beat Fundora to get the winner of Castano and Charlo. First things first. One, who did you think won the first one? Secondly, who's going to win the second one?
For the first fight, I think it was close. It was a great fight. I think it's gonna be another great fight the second time around. But maybe Charlo's gonna take it this time. I feel like he matches. He might adjust to what Castano was doing the first time and capitalize on it. I feel like Castano Castano's like one-dimensional. He's gonna just go in there straight, ready to brawl. But he comes in shape, he comes ready to fight, and he got power in both hands. So we're gonna see how that plays out.
Is it all the titles are bust for you? Meaning, if you don't get in line for the opportunity to face the winner of Charlo and Castano, and obviously it just lines up that if it's Charlo, it's just the perfect storybook, 180 for you to come back around and try to avenge that loss. But if that's not next, would you fight the winner of Tim Tszyu against Gaucher? Would you fight any other number of these top 150
That's next. That has to be next. That has to be next. I thought after the Rosario fight, they placed me at number one. I've been number one for a while now in the WBC. I thought after the Rosario fight, I'd get the winner of Charlo Castano. Obviously, there's a draw. I'm not gonna sit there and wait. So yeah, I took the fight with Fundora. Fundora's a great fighter. He's number 2 in the WBC. And it only makes sense. And they putting WBC interim strap on the line. So, I'm hungry. I'll fight anybody in the weight division as long as, it has a great reward to it.
Well, you've taken...
I feel like the fight...
I'm sorry.
The fight with... Go ahead.
I was going to say, you've taken the hard road to get there, man. I mean, beating Ishii Smith, Gaucher, and then Jason Rosario, it would be hard for them to hold you back from that.
That's a fact. I feel like I said, I'm doing the champion's job. I'm over there. I'm facing top contender after top contender, and I'm beating them. That's the thing. I'm beating those guys. And, I just ain't no denying me after this one.
Yo, that fight, Luke, with Banana he had. That was wild.
It was a 6-round body shot finish. Is that right?
Yeah.
Did he hurt you in that fight? Because that was pretty wild.
Yeah, he buzzed me a little bit, but we shook back. We didn't shake, so we shook back and came back to knock that one.
When you exit a fight like that, where you do have to go through some trouble and some craziness and get the win, is coach on you? Are you like focusing more on the negative, or are you like that's the price it takes at this level sometimes?
He definitely tells me what mistakes I made in the fight, and definitely we capitalize on it. But he's satisfied, so that's what makes me happy. That my trainer's satisfied, and we come out with the win. That's what matters.
He's a surviving advanced gunslinger, Old West style.
He's taking the hard road. All right, so I was looking at your Instagram, Erickson. I see you're hanging out with celebrities pretty frequently. I saw Mayweather in there, Carmelo Anthony, some other ones. Who is the legitimately coolest celebrity? And here's the catch: not from boxing, outside of boxing. Who's the best one?
Outside the boxing, I don't know. There's a list of them, man. I'm pretty cool with some rappers, like Hot Boy. He's pretty cool. He walked me out my last fight. Shouts out to him. Couple NBA players like you seen Carmelo. I was pretty tight with Carmelo. We chatted at the Gervonta Davis fight. He said that he'll be attending one of my fights real soon. Yeah, there's a list of them. It doesn't come to mind right now, but got a whole bunch of celebrities that I've made friends with, and that I'm cool with, and I hope to see them at my fight.
Who is your hoops team? Do you have a hoops team?
I'm gonna go with the Lakers.
Lakers.
I'm gonna go with the Lakers. Yeah.
Well, he's from South Florida, but people don't grow up in Florida and be like, I want to be a Heat fan,
Well, for a time they did.
Nah, they do. There's some big time Heat fans.
Yeah, they're all bandwagoners, okay? All right. Erickson, I want to close with this, if you don't mind, because, storybook-wise, you facing Jermell Charlo for all 4 belts, if it all plays out, if everybody wins and advances.
Huge.
I mean, that's something right there. Are you still chewing?
Everybody loves a comeback story, man. Everybody loves a comeback story. I've been gunning for that fight for a while now, but I'm just taking care of whoever they put in front of me.
But are you chewing on that still? Are you getting up at 5 a.m. and putting the road work and thinking about that loss? Is that still a motivator, or where do you put that in your mind?
It's definitely a motivator. It's not something I just put in the back of my mind that's like, something negative, and I think about it and got nightmares over it. I had nightmares the night of and the night after, but I bounced back from that. I'm 6 wins in a row. I'm going on my 7th win since that fight. And I plan on getting that rematch and taking full advantage of it.
Erickson,
I'm hungry for it.
To your point, since that fight, you've looked tremendous. That fight didn't go your way. When you reflect on it, though, why did it go the way that it went? I mean, obviously, Charlo landed a nice punch, but I guess what I'm saying is, was there anything, with your mind not right, or what happened? Or was it just a good punch?
I feel like there's a lot of things I did wrong. I feel like, I had a 5-week camp. I didn't camp the same way I'm doing now, and just certain things. I went out there and really didn't have too much of a game plan. Just wanted to get the KO win. I wanted to knock him out. I wanted to look tremendous and become a star that night. But God got other plans for me. He had other plans after that night, and we putting the plans into full effect right now. I got with Kevin Cunningham. I still got my longtime trainer Jason Galarza still with me. That's family forever. But we just joined forces with Kevin Cunningham, and we've been on the road since. And I don't plan on stopping. I'm gonna become champion. I'm gonna be champion for a long time. I'm telling you guys this right now because I'm very confident the way I work, the way I am, my mental, and the skills. It show itself.
I know you already know this, Erickson Lubin, but you're gonna have to knock Fundora out to stop him because he's coming. He's coming. So is it? Yeah,
he's coming.
This is gonna be wild. This could be wild.
It's gonna be an all action.
He might just bring out that hammer, Luke, and end it. But this could be a wild fight. I think they all will be from here on out at this level. Erickson Lubin, thank you, sir. April 9th, we'll see you once again. It's been great getting to know you a little bit better. Okay?
Thanks, Erickson.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, can't wait to see your fight. Good stuff from him.
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.